Hey guys, Vinny and Colby here with Whiskey with Friends, and today we are doing a review of Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
Wild Turkey Rare Breed is one of those bourbons on the market that seems like everybody loves. A lot of people talk about it. You go online and you ask for recommendations. This is likely one of the bottles that's going to be heavily thrown your way. It's a very reasonable bottle. It's priced $45 to $50 retail, and it's very consistent on the batches from what I've read and what I've had. So I'm very excited to see what this bottle holds for us. And
Yeah, it's one of the higher proof bourbons that you hear people talk about a lot as something that's smooth or a daily sipper. It comes in at 116 proof, so it's up there with you know what you'd expect to see from a barrel strength. So we're expecting a little bit of heat throughout at that proof, and hopefully we get some of the secondary flavors that people seem to enjoy about it.
Yeah. All right. Let's go for the nose.
The nose.
Yeah, you definitely get that tingle.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a high proof.
I'm not pulling a lot through on it. I'm not pulling a lot of sweetness through.
A little oak. That actually might be the most dominant thing on my nose is a lot of oak. Maybe a little bit of vanilla, maybe.
Maybe. I'm not getting much.
It's more of an ethanol-y kind of like tingle than anything.
Yeah.
So the few
It's
times
not even
I've
quite a burn.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I'm not like getting punched in the
Yeah.
face by it, but the ethanol comes through.
Yeah. Yeah, the few times I've had it, I've never been super impressed by the nose. It's been a while though since I've sat down and properly tasted Rare Breed, so. But yeah, it's not blowing me away with really a whole lot of anything. Slight sweetness to it, a little bit of oak. I mean, I'm at a 2.5 on it.
Yeah, 2.5 is. I think that's a fair point. There's nothing wrong with the nose, but it doesn't. You're not really pulling much through.
Yeah.
You get the ethanol, you get a little bit of the oak that you get with every bourbon. You can tell there's a little sweetness to it, but it doesn't really come through. You just kind of know it's there. All right, 2.5 in the nose. Let's try the palate.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, you can taste more sweetness than you catch in the nose. It actually burned less than I was expecting it to.
It's not too bad.
Pretty smooth for 116.
Yeah, you get a little bit of that rye coming through. I think it's a higher rye mash bill. The typical Wild Turkey mash bill, I believe, but it's like 13% rye. So you get a little bit of that pepper in there.
Yeah, that second sip was a little hotter, but still good for the proof. It's where you'd want it to be.
Yeah, it's a little warm in the nose when you drink it, but I like it.
Yeah, you get the vanilla. You definitely get a rye. I'm actually surprised. Like that's high. It's a little high compared to other bourbons, but it's not like it's not a rye bill.
Yeah, no, it's not.
And you do get quite a bit of that rye. You're not beat up by the pepper, but it's there.
Yeah.
And you definitely get some of the
I think,
other rye characteristics.
Yeah, I think the corn in the mash bill, it's like 75% corn. I think that helps cut out the rye a bit in it.
Yeah, for the proof, it's smooth for the proof.
Definitely an easy drinker.
Yeah.
I'd say 4 on the palate. It's really good. It's got a lot of flavor to it.
Yep, I would agree. 4. So 2.5 in the nose, 4 on the palate. Yeah, I mean you can tell right off the bat from the finish. The ethanol does burn off in the finish, which is nice. And then you get quite a bit of rye at the end. The finish is more rye than anything.
Yeah, you get a nice. It's like a warm hug on the inside after you drink it on that finish. It's good though. It's got a nice. It's actually a little sweeter on the finish, I think, than on the palate.
Yeah, once the ethanol burns off a little bit, not that it's overwhelming, but once it burns off, you get all of the secondary. You get the vanilla. You get some sort of sugar, some brown sugar in it. quite a bit of
That's
rye,
good.
but not in like an aggressive, overly
Mhm.
aggressive way. So it's really good. I like the finish the best.
Yeah, I think so. I'd say 4, maybe 4.25 if we want to get crazy with the number, because I think
Let's
it's,
go 4.25.
Yeah.
Because it is better than the
Yeah.
palate. I like it quite a bit.
yeah, it's good. So
All
I think
right.
what we're 2.5 on the nose, 4 on the palate, and a 4.25 on the finish.
Yeah, yeah. So we're
So-
like 3 3/4 or
Yeah.
so. But yeah, rare breed, wild turkey rare breed. It's their barrel strength. It's
Mhm.
got a decent amount of rye in it, which comes out in a pretty positive way.
Mhm.
Relatively smooth for the 116 proof, and a pretty easy drink.
Yeah, if you haven't had it before, pick up a bottle and let us know in the comments what you think.
Absolutely.
It's something that I'm enjoying, and I really want to make an old fashioned with this. I think with the rye in it, it'll be awesome.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one.